Welcome. I'd like to call the Hickory Museum of Art's annual meeting to order. I am Neil Orgain, President of the Board of Trustees. Today we are celebrating HMA's many successes from the past fiscal year. You will hear about milestone exhibitions, fundraising successes, and some of the exciting things in HMA's future. I think you'll agree that in light of the challenges we have all been facing, that this year's achievements are even more remarkable. All that you're here tonight is reflective of our team's commitment to HMA's mission, to bring people together and inspire creativity through the power of art. In a world like ours, where there is a lot of division, broadening gaps between rich and poor, race relations, and a polarized political climate, HMA can be a stage for people to connect with one another and have a conversation they normally would not have. Furthermore, in a world that demands new ideas and solutions to complex problems, the museum can teach how the creative mind works and inspires people to experiment together. The power of art unlocks these capacities in our visitors and program participants. Our board has enjoyed a phenomenal year in supporting the work of our HMA team. 100% financial giving, as well as over 706 volunteer hours. 4 board members' terms have ended. Thank you, Rusty Eisenhower, Pat Leininger, Joanne Wilfong, and Paul Van Bremen for your outstanding service to HMA. As a show of our appreciation, you will receive one of these paperweights. This year, our Nominations and Governance Committee have brought forward an amazingly qualified slate of new board members. Each has been selected from our membership base because of their skill sets. They will contribute enormously towards sustaining the momentum our team has been building, as well as to provide a solid succession plan for years to come. Many of the new board members have already been attending committee meetings. The board has accepted the Nominations and Governance Committee's slate, and we'd like to advance our 4 nominees to serve their first 3-year term. Jeff Beamer, Kit Cannon, Coleman Gutschall, and Cameron Mooney. 6 board members have completed their first 3-year term and have volunteered to serve an additional 3-year term. They are Matt Everly, Brian Hargraves, Landon Lane, Cleese Plant, Diana Wilson, and me. HMA's bylaws allow for nominations from the floor, as long as the nominee understands the responsibilities and has agreed to serve if elected. So, are there any nominations from the floor or from our friends on Zoom? If so, please type those into the chat window. Please answer yes or no in the polling feature if you accept the Nominations and Governance Committee's slate of new and returning board members. Please type. The nominees proposed by the Nominations and Governance Committee and approved by the Board of Trustees have been unanimously approved by the membership. Congratulations to the new and renewing members. Now I would like to administer the oath of office to our 4 new members. Okay, Jeff, Kit, Coleman, and Cameron. Election to the Board of Trustees of the Hickory Museum of Art is an honor with attendant responsibilities. I charge you with following and ask you to respond by saying, "I will," to these questions. Will you provide and dedicate time thought, and energy towards the viability and support of the visual arts through your work with the Hickory Museum of Art?
I will.
I will.
I will.
Will you be familiar with and stay current with all facts upon which board members must base their decisions?
I will.
Will.
I will.
Will you support the museum's exhibitions, programs, and events by personally attending and participating in these activities as time allows?
I
I
will.
will.
I will.
The trust bestowed upon a board member is a serious and important one, but the rewards include the great satisfaction of being part of something that truly matters. I give you the newest board members of Hickory Museum of Art. Now I'll hand the podium over to John, who will work with the HMA team to move us through the rest of the program. Thank you.
Okay, well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to my office right here at HMA. I'm John Carfagno. I'm the Executive Director of Hickory Museum of Art, and I'd like to thank you for joining us for our first ever virtual annual meeting. As Neil just mentioned, these are extraordinary times that we are living through, and our team's response to this unprecedented moment reflects everything that is captured in our mission, core values, and strategic plan. As many of you likely know, the previous few fiscal years were among the strongest in our institution's history. From major exhibitions to innovative collaborations to a financial position that is growing increasingly more favorable, our team really feels that there is something special happening right now at HMA. Without question, we have the most active and engaged board that I have ever seen. And we benefit enormously from Neil's great leadership as our board president. And we are so grateful for the collaboration that we share with our biggest supporters. At all levels of HMA, our team is working with enormous energy, alignment, effectiveness, and dare I say, we're even having a little bit of fun. Our core value of communicative collaboration states, no great work of art is created or enjoyed in solitude, and no great team is led by only one hero. We believe that transparency and effective communication fuel passion, and that passion fuels people. We know that when people are passionate, they can create incredible things together. And I get to see that happen here every single day. So as I walk you through our fiscal year 2019-2020 highlights, I invite you to think about that core value and also to raise a glass like this HMA 75th anniversary champagne glass and celebrate alongside us this year that is only more phenomenal when considered against the backdrop of everything that we all have been dealing with. Tonight, the slides that you see will be available for viewing on the museum's website. Keep in mind that we made the gut-wrenching decision to suspend programs and shut our doors on March 13th. So here we are now, more than 3 months later, with the main gate of our entrance gallery still drawn. I think that makes everything that you're about to hear about even more extraordinary. For instance, in our planning for this year, we had set a goal on our audience engagement dashboard of reaching 40,000 people. As this year closes, even without an entire fourth quarter, we hit just under 39,000. So next slide, please. So my slides begin by showing the big picture of our financial position. As a group, we have worked so hard to refine our operating methods in this critical area and to innovate by way of our continuous dialogue about income and expenses. In short, the team at HMA is a group that truly loves budgets. We like preparing them, we like reporting progress on them, and most importantly, we really love exceeding our income targets while responsibly managing our costs. This razor-sharp focus on ROI and the bottom line is continuing to bring big returns. With a strong performance through the first 3 quarters, we approach this health crisis from a position of strength. Now, at fiscal year end, I am so very excited to point out that for the third consecutive year, we are finishing with an operating surplus. And this is so important because it allows us to build our reserve funds, which will be essential for any nonprofit, especially in unpredictable times like these. So on behalf of our team, I want to thank all of our members who are watching from home right now for your love and belief in HMA. You all are our biggest fans. You attend our programs, you look forward to our exhibitions, you have favorite works in our collections, and you share memories in the galleries every single day. And like everyone, we are and we will continue to be affected by the hits that some of our income streams have or may experience in the months ahead. So we very much need your continued support in the upcoming fiscal year. And I can tell you any one of us would look forward to scheduling a time to talk more about how you can be involved in ways that you can help to sustain this incredible momentum. The next slide, please. Of course, we could not accomplish any of this without our annual sponsors. So here's a list of some of the brands, foundations, and organizations whose help allowed us to exceed our annual fund goal of $178,000. Take a look at those names and be sure to say thank you. And we'll scroll ahead to the next slide, where you will see a list of our $1,000 and up donors. So last year, the font for this slide was bigger, but in this instance, smaller font is a really good thing because it means more names. So with the tiny print, I do want to make sure that I call out a few organizations who helped us an awful lot this year. The United Arts Council of Catawba County, the L.B. Lane Family Foundation, Corning Optical Communications, and the Corning Incorporated Foundation. And we are also so very grateful for the Salt Block Foundation for the in-kind contributions that they give us that allow us to operate in a safe, clean, and friendly campus. Also this year, several members of the HMA family went above and beyond with generous financial contributions that enabled our success. So please join me in thanking Anita Dorn and Andy Straw, Linda and John Greenwell, Angela Simmons and Jeff Famer, Coco and Lee Teeter, Helgi and Buck Shuford, and our visionary level supporter, the George Foundation. Next slide, please. So another aspect of our strong performance this year is the strategic plan progress that we've made on assessing the profit and loss of fundraising events. So we all know and love programs like Audubon and the Foothills Folk Art Festival, and we also know that they reflect the best of our mission's focus of bringing together large groups of people in celebration of creativity. This year, though, both events finished ahead of budget, which is a fact that represents a lot of proactive thinking about these cornerstones of our fall season. And you all know that nobody throws a party quite like the Guild HMA Fuel Division Gala. That was a night filled with performers, surprises, and some awesome dancing to one of the best DJs in probably this entire region. These events were budgeted together to bring in $50,000, but through the collaboration of our team and all the volunteers who worked together, we had a lot of fun while generating $63,000 this year. So on the business side, the good news is there's a lot of good news to report. With your help, HMA is healthy and growing, which is a trend that, again, we sincerely hope you will continue to help sustain. Now I'd like to spend just a few minutes taking a look back at some of the unforgettable moments that define this year's programming. Next slide. I think we can all agree that our region is unique in being a place that does creativity really well. This year's exhibitions deepened our audience's awareness of the caliber of artists that we get to call friends and neighbors. Jeff Klein's Art of Adventure allowed us to see another side of a well-loved leader in Hickory's business and civic lives. His exhibition also allowed us to come face to face with people from around the world through the lens of his camera, and stories shared in an interview night that filled the Drenville Auditorium, as well as a wine around the world night that some of us may still be recovering from. Fanjoy Lebrans led a cross-disciplinary group of artists and thinkers from our community who were immersion in the creative process that yielded the Seeing Light installation. If you've not already, I encourage you to spend a little bit of time on our website this evening watching the videos that document this pioneering exhibition. And last but certainly not least, our team was honored to collaborate and become friends with one of the contemporary art world's most poignant voices, Mr. Juan Logan. Through a first of its kind exhibition that we organized, titled Juan Logan Creating and Collecting, we brought forward conversations about institutional racism, structural inequality, and social responsibility, which have only assumed a greater importance in light of our recent current events. We were honored when the Albania Museum in Georgia requested to be a second venue for this project, and their presentation is about to begin. The collection committee also acquired a major painting from this exhibition, and we look forward to sharing it with you soon once it gets back from its summer vacation in Georgia. We are so very grateful to the Corning Optical Communications team and the Corning Incorporated Foundation for their inspirational support of these last two exhibitions. Next slide, please. So as you have seen, the exhibitions and programs that we've done this year have been spectacular. However, their true impact is reflected in the strategic partnerships that we develop to put the vision of impact that Neil described into action. On top of the thousands of young learners that our education department reached through Art for All, the How Creativity Happens exhibition built a new bridge into curriculum for Hickory Public Schools. Partnering with K64, the art program at Grandview Middle School, and the district's central office, HMA's exhibition stood at the center of a rigorous 4-week unit of study that culminated with every sixth grader in the district coming to our galleries for a tour of the museum. Juan Logan's exhibition demonstrated how those same galleries can serve as a stage for powerful conversations, empathic connections, and healing for learners of all ages. Partnering with the Human Resources Division of the Catawba County Commissioner's Office, HMA developed a diversity, equity, and inclusion training that culminated with workshops led by the artists. Of the 100+ employees that participated in this important program, here are some of my favorite responses to the evaluation question, what was your biggest takeaway? One person said, we continue to live in a world of inequality and discrimination, but we are all vessels for change. While another commented, it was inspiring. Juan made us all look at ourselves and reflect on our role in making change in our community, state, and world. He reminded us that we all have a responsibility to address social justice, poverty, inequality, and level the playing field for all. With a mission statement like ours, I think we can all agree that programs like these do so much to strengthen the fabric of our community. We are all so grateful for your belief in the power and importance of all this. Thank you for believing in HMA and the amazing team that does so much to make all of this happen. And I have my HMA jacket on if you can't see it. That's why I'm pointing here to our logo. So you will have a chance tonight to hear more from the dedicated, passionate superstars of HMA. Before I hand the floor over to them though, I did want to celebrate one of the behind-the-scenes successes from this year with the next slide. Working with our Nominations and Governance Committee, HMA instituted a long-term employee recognition program that is the first of its type in any art museum that I've ever seen. Now, for team members that are with us for 10, 15, and 20 years, there is a schedule that allows our staff to work with employees that reach a benchmark to select a gift or create an experience that would be meaningful to them. So this year, our education manager, Ginny Zelmer, will celebrate 20+ years at HMA by attending a cooking class with her husband in Charleston. Our business manager, Mary Johnson, our business Mary, she is our business Mary, but our business manager, Mary Johnson, celebrated 15+ years by enjoying a weekend at the beach with her daughters. And our exhibitions manager, Christina Anthony, has been celebrating 10+ years by honing her ukulele skills with lessons at Guitar Center. Lastly, with the last slide here, We do want to pay tribute. Next slide, please. Thank you. We do want to pay tribute to several longtime friends of HMA who passed away this year. Please join me in reflecting on the contributions of Josephine Moretz Shipley Lauerman, Riley Yunt, Bill Brooks, Tony Atkin, and most recently, Sandra Froge. Their creativity and spirit continue to fill our galleries and inspire us all. So now, without any further ado, it's my pleasure to beam us over to the HMA Library, where the team is standing by with more for you.
Hi, everyone. This is Clarissa Starnes, Associate Director here at the museum, and I'm here with the entire team. Say hi, everyone. Hey. We are missing all of you so much and hope that you are all safe and sound. Your safety is our top concern, but I can say that we are very excited and anxious to get to see your faces again, hopefully very soon. Having our summer campers in the space over the last 2 weeks has been a real treat for us because hearing their little happy voices, seeing some teens doing cool art, watching their creativity happen, it's been such a treat and an honor. So we're excited about that and can't wait for you. Now, because we have been closed and had to cancel some of our intended programs, we want to take the time today to acknowledge, especially after that wonderful review of this past fiscal year, the very people who helped us achieve those milestones. This year, the Guild took on a new format and is now inclusive to all volunteers in all departments. So to each and every one of you, we want to say thank you. You guys. There are so many ways that you've contributed to the museum, and each one of our team members just want to take a minute to say thank you.
I'm Jenny Zelver, Education Manager, and I'd like to thank my education volunteers, especially all the volunteers, but those volunteers help me with tours, they help with the kids' art projects, they help during summer camps, they help pack art supplies into backpacks and even deliver them when we can't have the schools deliver them. We've had volunteers that drove over the whole county to deliver teachers the educational tours for the year. So without all that help, I wouldn't be where I am today. So thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm Molly Blanchard. I'm the membership manager here at HMA. We had a lot of wonderful exhibition programming this year, and I am so very grateful to all of our volunteers for helping us to make our members happy at these events. So thank you so very much, all of us.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Herron. I'm the development manager here at HMA. I would like to announce that our volunteers overall contributed over 1,850 hours to HMA this year. So I want to say a big way to go and congratulations and thank you. For me personally, the development committee, being new in my role and to Hickory, they've really been integral to fundraising and prospecting for support for our upcoming exhibition calendar. So I want to give them a big thank you too.
Hi, sorry, I'm off camera. I'm Debbie Reed, and I am the Communications and Design Manager. And if you've ever helped with the newsletter or mailing, you are my hero. Those are can be a little mundane. Most companies outsource that, but our resources are precious, and our volunteers make that possible. So from me and the post office, thank you for helping put all of our mailings together so that we can stay in communication with the community and our members. Thanks.
Hey, I'm Christina Anthony. I'm the exhibitions manager, and I want to give a big thank you to all the volunteers and the couple voluntold, my husband and Clarissa's husband, who helped with exhibitions this year. Highlights included installing and deinstalling a 4,000-pound Juan Logan sculpture, 12-foot and 16-foot paintings, and other large artwork. And I'd also like to thank all those that helped with photography and with procuring items for exhibitions. And then all the special people that helped me in the kitchen for receptions and with serving. You rocked with the Corning exhibit, Jeff Klein's exhibit, and Juan Logan's. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Hey, I'm Mary Johnson. I'm HMA's business manager, and I want to say a huge thank you to our board of trustees for creating the finance committee. And thank you all finance committee members for the great work that we've done so far. And I am looking forward to all that we're going to accomplish in the next year. Thanks so much.
Well, hello again. I wanted to be sure to also thank our nominations and governance committee. It is next to impossible to quantify the amount of hours and expertise that they have lent into our team's vision for being an organization that attains the highest levels of administration in every sense of the word. So I hope that that group enjoys a well-deserved break this weekend. And I'm gonna go off script now, and I'm gonna say that some of my very favorite volunteers are standing up here with me right now. Because, you know, some people have jobs, and, you know, we do have jobs. I mean, this is an occupation for us, but everybody here goes above and beyond and volunteers and pitches in so many different ways that is allowing us to get through times like these. And I think is only gonna make us stronger when we're all back at 100% capacity. So it's going to be an awesome year ahead, and be sure to thank each and every one of these people when you see them next time face to face.
And thank you, John, for that and for your leadership. We appreciate it. And what about those fundraisers? You saw the best slide we could possibly show. We are so thankful. Those fundraisers have an incredible impact on our community and to our financial standing, and we could not pull off one of those. Autolawn, Foothills Folk Art Festival, the gala, none of those could happen without you. So thank you so, so much. Now, to continue with our thanks, we want to announce the person this year with the most volunteer hours, someone who is always, always on our side and looking for opportunities to help the museum. With 143 hours, our volunteer of the year, here's our trophy, is Anita Doran! Congratulations, Anita, and thank you so much. Your help, your hard work, and everyone else who volunteers here at HMA is so appreciated. John?
I think it's my job to sing us home, and I don't want to give away too many of the surprises that are coming up, but I will encourage you to take a look at our website and stay abreast of social media, because we have a lot of exciting things that are about to happen. Just because our gate needs to be down for a few more weeks doesn't mean our mission stops, and there will be a lot of announcements coming up that will provide opportunities to get engaged with our mission. With that said, we are looking forward to seeing people face to face at Autolawn, which, thanks to Paramount Automotive, will be happening on September 12th. It may look a little bit different, but we'll be out there together, maybe a little bit further apart than usual, and we'll look forward to seeing you then. So I think that's it for now.
One thing to stay tuned for is next week, July 1st, gala ticket pre-sales begin. So for the first 2 weeks of July, something to look forward to. February 13th, 2021. Those tickets go on sale for that. And the theme is Gala 54 based on Studio 54. So you don't want to miss. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you soon. Hopefully.